Hi, Cancer. Well, Happy New Year once again, and welcome to your yearly Oracle reading. So, this reading does apply from now 17 to 18. And what I've done is I've pulled a variety of Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue's decks, healing with Ascended Masters, angels, fairies, and also I do have life purpose and love and romance. So, you'll get one of everything here. And I've also pulled a tarot card from the Chrysalis Tarot to give you an overall message or theme for your year. So I'm going to start talking about your tarot card first, which is the Dreamer. So you have Knight of Mirrors. And if you're familiar with the tarot cards, the traditional ones, the Rider-Waite Tarot, this is similar to the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this will be the overall highlight of your year. Now, in this tarot deck, this is a beautiful card. It's that line between dreaming and reality. So overall, I do feel this will be a year where you have a lot of comfort and luxury. See how he's sitting on the layers of carpets? It's like a magical carpet type of thing. So I do feel for a lot of you, your dreams are fully supported and you will have the ability to manifest them and make them into a reality. Okay. The dreamer also comes as a symbol of mystical experiences. So you might even get a lot of different synchronicities this year, giving you signs. The universe is giving you signs and meaning to your life, where it awakens you and makes you really believe that things are actually in alignment with you and your true authentic self. And they're just overall in alignment with your life. And these mystical experiences are helping you to believe that there is something greater out there guiding you, spirit guides, God, whatever it is you believe, the powerful creator force, anything, okay? So having faith in that just makes it more stronger, makes your dreams, helps you bring them to life. Okay, so this is going to be a year of really believing and making the impossible possible, okay? So you could see this as a big dreamy kind of card with the moon in the background. You're going to have time to contemplate and really reassess where you've been, where you are now, where you want to go. And the tiger's jumping out just from behind because that's a symbol of putting action into those dreams, putting more force, okay? So if you've been too much laid back, this is also the card that's telling you you need to jump towards whatever it is that you've been thinking about all this time and take that leap of faith, okay? So you can see the tiger in the picture just really leaping out from the clouds and going into the unknown, whatever it is. As a person in your life, there could be, somebody coming in, even though there's a man in the picture, it could apply to both men and women. So this could be a man or a woman coming into your life, or a, man or woman presently in your life, but there is more sensitivity this year, a lot more communication and offerings of romance or love. So if you've, had a relationship, it was a bit bumpy, you could see it getting a little bit more smooth, or maybe you kind of getting out of it and things start becoming more smooth in your life. But overall, it's a person of sensitivity, confident, very passionate energy here, very mysterious. So you could be meeting a person like that. But overall, it's a wonderful energy, and it's what a beautiful card to start the new year. But overall, looking at your spread, and let's begin moving forward to your overall card spread. So I do get an overall message of healing and comfort and renewal this year. Okay, I just really see that a lot of you are going to be taking it easy. Like as much rush and a race that there was in your life, this is really a year about kind of reassessing everything and just kind of, reflecting and meditating on what it is that you really want to do. I really feel you're going to be in your comfort zone. So you're going to kind of withdraw into your shell. You're not going to be coming out too much, but it's going to be for the better for you to um, take action a little bit more later in the year, maybe around springtime or even the fall, anything like that. Okay, so let's see here. Your first card. So you have breathe. Okay, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Okay, so something that you were going through that was toxic, maybe in a work environment, relationship, it could be anything at all. This is telling you when you sit and you meditate or do anything that you do to kind of calm your energy. It could even be a hot bath. You could, especially near the energy healing card, this makes a lot of sense. Um, so you could just put in your mind, all the things that you want to remove from your life. Okay, all that negative energy. So just inhale the good stuff and then exhale the bad. Okay, or the patterns, the toxic patterns that you feel need releasing. Okay, nothing's really bad or good. It's just we put symbolism to events, situations, or people in our life. But you know, um, as a whole, things just are that happen. Okay, so just anything you feel is weighing you down, make sure you think of something positive that you want to happen and release the old. This is what this card is telling you. Okay, and it's also, I feel, for some or a few, because there's thousands watching out there, but I do see some, rushing maybe to get to work, to get somewhere on time, and you literally don't have a moment to breathe. You're constantly packing things in your schedule and just filling time. um, so this is a card, especially when you're eating, really be mindful of, food that you're eating, drink, make sure you're eating healthy, and just take that time to relax and take a moment with yourself. Okay, so it's really not a year to race. Slow down. Um, there's really, take a moment to smell the flowers around you. Okay, so just there is no rush in life. Just take it easy. Okay, so you really need that extra time for yourself. Beautiful card here, energy healing. This is falling into your career and life purpose. So it could be something obvious. Some of you might be even interested in the healing arts or meditation. So you might be a teacher in that, or teaching chakras or meditation, yoga, anything at all in the healing arts. So this is a confirmation that uh, because you've been through your own healing, you're able to teach others on how to heal their lives as well. And if you're thinking of opening your own business, maybe a healing center, any private practice at all, this is a go. It's a green light. Okay, so make sure you're planning, you're setting these seeds into the ground, you're planting and you're nurturing them. Okay. Um, it also says that some of you have an ability to heal with your hands. So when you massage or when you touch someone, if they're injured or um, they have an ache, I do feel like a few you have that ability. Your hands are energetically activated. So, and some of them I do feel you might have hot hands all the time. So this could be for someone listening out there, like people always want to feel your hands when it's winter or something because they're always hot. So you actually have healing abilities. So maybe look into massage therapy or anything like that, healing with your hands, anything, doing anything with hands. Okay. And that doesn't have to be healing people. You probably have a magical touch or have extra healing energy when it comes to working with your hands, working with objects or technology. You have some special ability fixing things in your hands. Okay, so that's also coming through as well. But anything along the lines of massage therapy, Reiki, or any kind of body work suits you. So this also applies, it doesn't have to be a career, but you probably might benefit doing these kinds of exercises or classes for your own personal development. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean you need to make this a career or make money out of it. It could even be just doing it on the side as a hobby and just increasing your own knowledge and confidence uh, in this sector. Okay. Uh, but also, some of you maybe that are feeling a bit off in your energy levels, like there may be some chakra balancing needed or alignment. Okay, so anything to balance the chakra. So, for example, if your base chakra uh, needs more healing, if it's blocked, you might need more something more physical. Okay, so maybe the color red, just to gain more of that energy. It could be competitive sports, it could be kickboxing, it could be sexual, extra sexual activity as well. So you need to figure out which one of your chakras, and if you'd like to talk to a specialist too to help you figure that out, that's something you could explore this year. Also, swimming or running will be a perfect fit for this type of high energy. Uh, doesn't have to do with physical healing. It could be healing of emotions. So it could be that your heart chakra is blocked. Maybe you've had a hard breakup or just some problem in a relationship. Maybe you can't get over an ex. So there could be some heart healing in this as well. So what I recommend always is writing a letter and just expressing that out on paper to the person. Um, you don't have to give it to them. You know, my best suggestion for this is how you start is writing first what bothers you, okay, and writing everything you wanted to take out, even if it's hateful, and then ending it with love and what you've learned and how the person's made you stronger. Okay, so this could apply to anything really. If you have something in your heart that's bothering you, and you could just, scrunch the paper up, throw it in the garbage, but at least you got it out of your system and put it on another source. Okay, so you could try a variety of ways to help you heal your heart. So it could even be communicating your feelings to a friend or communicating out loud and just expressing and letting that energy out from your system, okay, that's causing the setback. So I hope you received a lot from that card. So there was a lot in that. And don't forget your life purpose and career. It could be totally different. It doesn't mean your life purpose or your calling has to be the job, the place you make money from. Your life purpose could even be just taking a class of Reiki and learning something new for yourself, for your mind, your body, your spirit. And this will make a shift in the way you view life and help others to guide them as well. So it could be something simple as that, the life purpose. It could be anything at all. So let's move on to your love and romance. Let go of control issues, okay? Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So there's a few different meanings that come out with this card. But overall, it's not trying to control a situation, whatever your situation is in your relationships or love, whether you're with someone or you don't have someone, it's all about letting go of that stress of trying to find someone perfect for you or fearing you're not going to find someone. So all these stress, these fears, these insecurities, just let them go and focus on positive things that you really want to happen or for you to do in your life that you love, your hobbies, whatever it is that you love to do. And you'll see yourself attracting more positive energy because when we focus on the bad, when we focus on the fears, the stress, the insecurities, more of this will come to you. And because of this, you won't get any solutions or creative inspirations to help you deal with whatever problem it is that you're dealing with. Okay, so some of you might be dealing with a divorce. I see that first coming up. So there might even be a child involved. So it could be maybe you are having a bit of issues with your husband or your wife or your, specific other. And the child's coming in the way too, so I would be careful if some of you are mad at your partner and the ego's coming in and you're kind of uh, wanting to take a revenge by kind of holding the kid away from seeing the other person. So just be mindful of that. Whatever issues you have with your specific other, um, that's your issue with his between each other. Okay, the child is separate. It doesn't have to be involved in those issues. The father and the mother both have a right to see their child. But of course, if there's real, problems in the ways such as, child abuse or, alcohol, I would talk to a social worker and just weigh your options with that one. So, of course, if there's something in danger for the child, of course, put your boundaries up and take action with that. But if there's just like a power trip or ego trip happening where you're right and they're wrong and you're annoyed with them and it's just petty little arguments, I would be mindful of that. Just be careful there because it's all power and ego, realistically. Deep down, everything is just love, and it's all just acting out of fear and insecurities. And this is the ego's way of trying to gain power to say, oh, look how strong or smart I am. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Now, of course, this isn't everyone. This probably maybe one or two or a few listening, but I do see some situation like that. Um, okay, so if you don't have a child, or it could even be that you have a controlling partner, it could be that you're attracting partners that are taking a lot of your energy and they're a little bit selfish. So be cautious of that and ask yourself what you are doing to attract this behavior and feeling like a victim. Okay, so this is going to be a year for others out there listening to stand up for yourself in your relationships and to raise your standards and to, state your opinion, to do what's right for you. Okay, you're not a victim. Stop feeling like a victim. You will be in charge of what you allow in your life and what you don't allow. If you're not happy in the relationship, okay, take control. You're not stuck in it. Okay, you have people around to support and help you. And maybe a few people have already warned you about this, that maybe they've seen that your partner is not good for you and you could do better. So maybe there's some controlling issues with a partner, just trying to control everything you do, where you're going, what you're doing all the time, and you don't have a balance in your life for the rest of your life. For others, it could even be the controlling addictions on your part. So maybe you're the one worrying that your partner is what they're doing all the time, where they're going. And maybe you're having fears, they might cheat on you based on your past experiences. So perhaps there needs to be a bit of healing on that part, and just being mindful that the more you stress about this, the more, it's going to attract more anxiety into your life. Don't focus on the bad and don't suffer, especially for things that haven't happened yet. So, for example, if you're scared, your partner is going to cheat on you or whatever, you know, wait to see like a fact, or, to see if you have something from someone that's told you about this. But if it's just, and know the difference, with if it's your insecurity or fear, but don't take action or stress somebody else because of these fears, because that can make your relationship even worse and put more stress on the other person. Okay, so just be free and let go of this stress and focus on yourself and the love you give to yourself by doing activities and doing things that make you happy. And by being happy, it will show strength, and your partner will get that strength from you as well. Okay? So because when you're putting too much stress, it draws people away from you. That's the other thing as well. So just be mindful. There could be a lot of control issues coming out for a lot of you. So just pay attention to that. Okay. Um, let's see for this one. Oh, and the other thing is maybe some of you are trying to get out of something out of your partner that doesn't exist. So you could be making the mistake of, you know, seeing them for their potential, how they could be, but you're not looking at them, what they're doing, how they actually are. So, especially for women, I know I hate to say this, but a lot of women, it's like they see the men as projects sometimes. It sucks that I'm saying this, but it's true. So it's just not everyone, not all women do this, but just see them for who they are and not what they can be or the man you expect them to be. Just this is who they are. You either accept them or you don't, okay? So focus on projects in your work environment and take out that energy there instead of the people in your life. So just really be mindful of that. Um, but overall, I do feel a lot of people are getting out of toxic relationships, whether that's work or partnerships or friendships. Look at all these healing cards you have. You have energy healing, you have health and healing, you have Jesus, the divine healer. Okay, so this is definitely a year where you're going to have to sit back and reassess how you've been living your life, what energy you've been giving out there to attract certain situations in your life, and what you need to tweak, okay? A lot of you, I do feel, are healers. You have the ability to help others because of your own experiences, whatever it is you've been through. So it is a very good time and a safe time where you're going to have support. If you want to start a healing career, this can happen for you, okay? So study different healing modalities, and let go of any fears and restrictive thinking to fully open miracles of healing. Okay, so anything that's restricting you from moving forward, it's all about letting it go. It could even be something physical, like an illness or an injury that's happened to you, and now is the time where you're taking it easy. It could even be maybe some of you got out of a hospital, or this is a loved one coming out of a hospital or a clinic situation. And I do see that there will be a lot more healing in that department. Okay, and you have quiet time here as well. So it will be necessary for you to create a sacred space. It could be in your work environment or home environment. If you're living with a lot of people, make sure you have like a little room you can go to, or outside, where outdoors is beautiful actually, especially around the spring or fall time, where you get to reflect and really focus and be mindful of all the beauty around you. So you could take time to meditate. And being around nature, I always say this in the readings, but it really, you are nature itself. And when you go out there, you release all that negative energy and you're restored with new positive energy out there. Okay, so you will get creative inspirations and get ideas for any dreams you have or anything you want to let go and move forward. Okay, so make sure you take that time to be quiet, shut the music off, shut your computer, take that time of pure solitude and really be with yourself and your own thoughts. And this really helps if you are a creative person. If you need to do a project, if you paint or you write or anything artistic whatsoever, this will help you by just tapping into your intuition and your divine. Okay, Jesus, the divine healer. Okay, he's helping you. So you could say, "Dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence." Beautiful. And I do see, look at this, you have a lot of light surrounding in your heart chakra. So there's going to be a release, I feel, for a lot of you, where your hearts are opening up. You have more compassion and you want to give with all your heart. So you have like this awakening this year and just more intuition and psychic abilities. So use this in order to move forward and to help others as well. So you are being guided from your spirit guides to heal your heart and to help others to do this as well. And also, the most important thing in line with your tarot card, um, this is also the year to follow your heart and really pay attention to what it needs. Okay, so have a great year, guys, and I'll see you for the monthly readings. Bye bye.